played it out one night at a place called the Broken Spoke, and two guys were having a fist fight. And they actually stopped punching each other in the face to sit down and listen to the song, and that's when I knew I might have something. I'm Erin Enderlin, and I've written songs including You Don't Know Jack for Luke Bryan, Last Call for Leanne Womack, The Bar Is Getting Lower for Reba McEntire. But today, we're going to talk about a song I co-wrote for Alan Jackson called Monday Morning Church.
You left my heart as empty as a Monday morning church.
I wrote that with Brent Baxter, who is a fellow Arkansan. And we were in my hometown, Conway, Arkansas. It was Christmas time, so obviously very festive, the perfect time to write the most depressing song that you can. Brent's mom had a line in a poem that she had written that said it felt as empty as a Monday morning church. And that gave him the idea from what was just one little line in her poem that could be an entire song. I pulled out my guitar and then we kind of shaped up the song, and it was one of those moments that you know as soon as you finish it that there's something special in that song.
I can almost hear those hymns.
So I took the song back to Nashville. A woman named Reese Ball, who worked for a company called Hamstein at the time, came out to college, to MTSU, to speak to one of my classes. So I played her a song, and that song was Monday Morning Church. And when she was done, my professor asked her, well, you know, what would you say to that? And she said, well, I never say this, but what I would say is, do you have time to meet my publisher? So she took me out to lunch with her boss, Jeff Carlton, and I played the song for him, and he loved it. So he actually took money out of his own pocket and took me into the studio to record 5 songs, and Monday Morning Church was one of those. Jeff had played it for Keith Stegall, who produced Alan Jackson, and Keith loved the song. He was having lunch with Alan, so there's a lot about lunch. Lunch is very important in this whole process. But he was having lunch with Alan. He said, hey, if you have time, I want you to hear a song when we get back before you leave the office. And he played a Monday Morning Church, and Alan loved it. So they took it in the studio and recorded it, and I actually got the call when I was on spring break, my senior year of college. So that was a very welcome phone call. I have to be honest, it really didn't seem quite real. Even when I heard the song for the first time, I think it really sank in later that year when it was actually out as a single. I got a call one morning and she goes, well, Alan would like you to come out to the show tonight. And I was thinking, I don't know anybody named Alan. So I said, I'll have to call you back in just a minute. I have a bunch of family coming into town tonight. So I hung up the phone, and as soon as I did, I thought, well, Alan Jackson's playing in town tonight, but I mean, I didn't even have money to buy tickets to a show at that point in time. So I called her back and I said, I think I just did something really stupid. You didn't mean Alan Jackson, did you? And she said, yeah, Alan wants you to come out to his show, and he said he'd leave you a bunch of tickets up front so you can just bring your family. Whoever's coming to town tonight, he'd like to meet you. So I got to go back to the bus and say hi to Alan and Denise, and he was very nice, and he said, nice song, keep it country. The final recording is actually quite a bit like the demo. I just love how he did it, and one thing that did surprise me is he added Patty Loveless to sing harmonies on it. So if it's not cool enough that for your very first song that you get recorded by somebody, Alan Jackson records it, and he has Patty Loveless come in and sing harmony.
I can hear the devil whisper, things are only getting worse.
From Monday Morning Church, one of the lyrics that really hits me hard is, I can't even talk to God without yelling anymore. And it's a line that I've had a lot of people reach out to me about because I think it's a real, just raw and honest feeling.
I can't seem to talk to God without yelling anymore.
Rolling Stone actually named it number 39 out of 40, the saddest songs of all time. And for a little while on their site, somebody put them in backwards. So for like about half a day, it was number 2.